Facebook friends. I am driving from our property to go pick up the kids, so I figured I would do another episode of things I've learned since moving to Panama. And actually, here's a little bonus. As some of you might know, I never knew how to drive a stick shift. When living in the States, I was always too afraid to learn how to drive a stick shift. And, I just kind of let that scare me out of it. So, since I moved to Panama, we got a van. It's a 12-passenger van, and it's the only vehicle we have. So I decided I was going to learn how to drive it, because if I didn't, then I wouldn't be able to go anywhere without someone taking me. So I now officially know how to drive stick shift, and I learned it on the streets of Panama, which, let me tell you, are very hilly and rocky in a 12-passenger van. So that's definitely something that I learned while here. So not necessarily something I learned about Panama, but definitely something I learned while in Panama. But I wanted to mention, if I wasn't driving, I would be able to show. I'm in an area called Caldera, which is where our land is. And there are so many dogs in this area. And, well, here in Panama, it's not like in the States. Dogs here run wild, and most of the dogs that are running wild are wild dogs. But you will also see a lot of dogs that have collars on, which means that they are owned by someone, but they still get all the joys of being a wild dog. They can pee everywhere. They can have the freedom to just run and run and run and play with each other. It's really, really actually very cool. Yeah, I just hit that speed bump a little fast. But anyway, the dogs here, when they lay in the street, which they do often, they don't move for the cars. They just lay there. And it's going to be your job as the driver to make sure that you are going slow enough and you get out of the way, because most of the time they're not going to move. And if they do move, they move very slowly, like, all right, I'm going. So that is something very interesting that, let me see if I can get this. Look. See? You see that? Hey guys. Not scared at all. And I've actually seen those two dogs many times. So they look like they might be a couple or they're buddies, something like that. But yeah, they don't feel the need to get out of the way. That's your job. Oh, also another thing that's awesome is you get to see this all the time. People with their horses. Horses will just be posted up just everywhere. You get to see lots of cows, vacas, and they're beautiful. They're all beautiful. Anyway, but what I learned today specifically was that the iguanas will haul tail if a car comes. They don't play the same game that the dogs play. And I just saw one run across the street, and it is so neat to see them and how fast they run when they see a car. Because the way they run is just they're just so light on their feet. It's just like yeah. Anyway, this is all new for me, so this is, I love to see it. I love to see it. 7 months in, and I'm still seeing things that just amaze me all the time. And I thought I would share it with you. Sorry for all the noise and the bad lighting. And I'm sure it's blurry because the van is shaking on the kind of bumpy road. But this is a long one. I don't think I'll be able to fit it in my story, so I might just post it on the timeline. Anyway, nice talking to you guys, and I will do more of these because it's actually kind of fun. Bye.